Hello everyone, this is a message for all of our 11 plus prospective parents who are looking for entry to St Dunstan's College in September 2021. First thing I'd like to say to you is how sorry I am for you all that you're having to go through this process in such extraordinary circumstances. I hope that at St Dunstan's we have been able to at least give you some access to the school, either through our virtual tours or through the various videos on our website, and indeed some of the on-site visits that we feel we have been able to put on for you, and I hope that's been helpful. But that doesn't detract from the fact that it's a really difficult time for you, and my heart goes out to you. One of the changes that we've had to make is that we have had to bring forward the testing. As you're probably aware, ordinarily we would do that in early January. This year it was scheduled for the 6th of January. However, we really do think that we need to bring that forward to before Christmas. I know some of you might be worried about that, but actually we've been doing these online ISEB tests for the last 2 or 3 years now, and they're age-adaptive tests, so there is no disadvantage or advantage to doing them earlier or later. The results of the tests reflect the age of the child, so please let that be some reassurance to you. They are not disadvantaged doing them that bit earlier. The reason we're doing it earlier is because we recognise what's happening with this pandemic and the resurgence that's occurring at the moment, and we do feel that it's in everybody's best interests to try and get that data in before Christmas rather than waiting till January and the unknown of what might or might not happen in the new year. So I hope you can understand the rationale behind that. I'm conscious that this year there are a number of other independent schools around here who are also doing ISEB tests, and again, to offer you some reassurance, we have been speaking with those schools, so we're not all operating in isolation, and we have all agreed over the timelines for this data to be received. The children only have to sit, in fact they can only sit the test once, so there's only one opportunity to do it. In a sense then, you can choose how you sit it or where you sit it, because the data is freely available to all of those schools. At St Dunstan's, as with a number of the other schools in this local area, we're working with our local primary schools and feeder schools to see if they can administer the tests on our behalf, which is the preferred route, so that your children are doing in a setting they're familiar with rather. So that's our preferred route, but we do understand that not all schools can do that. So and we totally understand that. So we are opening up the school in December to offer you an opportunity to come onto site here and do those tests if you're not able to do them in your current primary school, or if you've not earmarked to do it in a different school. Any of that is perfectly acceptable as long as we get the information that we require by the date that we require in December. That's most important, because we will then shortlist on the basis of that information. So our intention at the moment is, if we possibly can, we still will invite a short list of candidates into the school on the 6th of January, that date that was originally earmarked for our tests, and we will bring the children onto site so that we can get to know them as individuals. And those of you who've heard me speak will know how important that is for us at St Dunstan's, and that our intention, and again we'll see whether we're allowed to do it, but our intention is to teach them a lesson, to really get to know them through interview and to show them a bit more of St Dunstan's life. But we'll wait and see if that's possible. At the moment we need to get this data in, and therefore that move has been necessary to bring it forward and do it before Christmas. And thank you for your understanding, and once again I'm so sorry that things are such a challenge for everybody, and especially you when you're trying to find a secondary school in the middle of a pandemic.